first set. We are in a tie match at the drop. Double gen pop to avoid the deadlock. They do go down. There is a haste status effect. They do have to be careful here. The hatch is going to spawn momentarily. Dead Hard could get them the distance to get it too. Shot.
Really smart play on the ace. Oh my god, getting shot through the window.
No longer have distortion, and they are gonna teleport here. I think they get there in time. Yes!
Oh, the grab! Yes!
Oh my god!
That is disappointing. This is be a 4-man out because.
Yeah, but they will be able to block this. Yo, getting caught on that. Ace coming with the body block. Oh, they were here.
All right, and we are back. This time with Survive with Bots versus Erasyum. And this time I am joined by Avi. How you doing today, Avi?
Hello, I'm doing fantastic. Just a lazy Sunday here, enjoying some games, some sick gameplays. I'm always anticipating.
Yeah, honestly, they have been one hell of a match after another, and we are going to be kicking things off with a Nurse on Sanctum of Wrath against SurvivorBot's Survivor team. I don't know, have you been around for one of our S tier rounds yet?
I don't think so. I just woke up like an hour ago.
Fair enough. Well, as you can imagine, things go one of very two ways, as we do see a nurse here trying to get a read on where these survivors might be. And I imagine they'll be finding someone here shortly over in their corrupted zone, as we do see a crow go off.
Yes, and I have seen nurse gameplay, some very, very spicy ones. And all I'm staring at right now is this weapon right here. That's like a Captain Hook going on in here. But I have definitely.
Yeah, you know, just the good old. I want to say that might be a lobotomy hook. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty. So I never seen that weapon, but we found a Meg and smacked the wall.
Yeah, Meg doing an amazing job there, not falling for the prediction blink and getting a dodge. That's a good sign here for these survivors. However, Meg getting hit, and that will be the first chase of this match confirmed. Meg trying to make some distance, going up to the shrine. Nurse not going to overblink, instead going to fatigue out, and Meg will go down for the first down of this match.
I felt that patience on that nurse at this moment. Like she saw this Meg run out, and he's like, all right, hold back. And I would have just blinked. If I was playing nurse, I would just blink past her. I'm like, crap. But she did well. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, that is fair. I will note we have a bit of a lit hex totem here, not something that we see often nowadays. On top of which, Nurse kicking the gen will be highlighted in yellow. Very possible Colorblind and or a eruption.
Oh yeah, we gotta stop those. I mean, so far there hasn't been any pressure from survivors yet. Never mind. As I said that, there's one gen out of the way. But at the moment she's scanning the fields with evil eyes. There we go.
She's just got to be using this middle area as a way to kind of get a good read on where these survivors are going and if they're going to be going for the unhook. We do see those scratch marks there on the right, and another survivor trying to creep their way on the left. Looks like Nurse will opt to just go back to the hook though and try and intercept these survivors so they cannot go for the save.
I faintly heard some footsteps to her right, that tiles. That's what they were doing. They're going for the totem.
Yeah, they saw the totem and thought it might be a good idea to go for it. And truthfully, it probably is, as they did get a stack just then. The keen-eyed viewers might have heard a stack right there on the unhook. No ruin, there's no haunted ground, no blood favor. So, you know, these survivors had to be going through all the list of hex totems going, what would they be using? And I figure that they know what it is.
Oh yeah, she's Oh, that's an attempt to stop the blink, and it worked.
Yeah, able to get the light burn on that second blink. However, Claudette going down there, extending the chase by a little bit though. So good job by the Atom nonetheless.
Of course, I haven't not attempted to do that little strat of blinding nurses with fly. I keep forgetting that's a thing. By the way, every time I watch comp here, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah,
Really, really good
it's
stuff.
definitely a seldomly used feature that people either forget kind of exists or you know, doesn't even consider in chase. I know for me, it's if I have a firecracker or flashbang, I always try and go for those plays.
Right. Yeah, good thoughts. Oh, we got an Adam again, right? Oh yeah.
Yeah, though Nurse will get the hit. Looks like this will be a 1-for-1 trade here. And an Eruption to boot. That's 3 survivors known to this Nurse. And we will get another hook here. Our survivors keenly aware of that Hex Totem. And I imagine they will be attempting to go for that very shortly.
Yeah, we got them. Oh, very nice blink.
Yeah, good blink indeed on the Meg. Another stack there on the unhooked Meg. Not going doan though.
She went to a corner with I mean, it doesn't really matter. Pals against nurses rarely even a save, but she dared to go to the dead zone. She did okay here, but unfortunately, down to the bamboo she goes, and onto the hook next. And the totem is out.
Yeah, that looks to be a death though on the Meg, and that was a Devour Hope on the Nurse. Like we said, don't see hexes often, and there are very few that are used at this point in time. Devour Hope being one of the very few, which is very high risk, high reward to say the least.
Oh yeah, a lot of hexes are very high risk for killers, especially when you spawn right next to them, as I usually always do as Survivor. But yeah, a Ruin rent nowadays is like seeing a dog walk on its hind legs, so it's incredibly weird to see Ruin, especially not the way that it's not as useful as it used to be, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, Ruin just, we don't see it used anymore, if at all. You know, just due to the fact that once the first survivor dies, Ruin goes, not to mention only regresses gens at 100% speed now, not 200, which, you know, just isn't a lot of value.
No, it's not. Like, every time I see a Ruin, I'm just like, oh, it's Ruin, okay, whatever. We don't even try to look for the totem until we feel like it's actually doing some work for the killer. Like, and I say actually, and I mean that disrespectfully.
Yeah, and Nurse, though, looking around here for these survivors, unable to locate them so far. I mean, we're 2 gens in and 1 person out of the match. It's going to be hard to say what the end result of this is going to be, as Nurse just has not been able to really track down any of these survivors for quite a while. Yeah,
it's just been a bit of a hide and seek going on. You see the gens in yellow, we see, this is like a nice 4? Was it a 3 gen over here? 3, 4?
Yeah, it's a good 3 gen. You know, Sanctum of Wrath, though not viewed as one, is very much a like a choke point map, very much like ARP or Suffocation Pit. It's a bit of a wider choke with that middle building there, but we do see this 3 gen here, 4 gen even.
4 gen,
on the Nurse's side, as they will end up going for the Atom here and getting the hit.
He's just gonna run to the opposite side, because I think they're aware there's a lot of gens on this side, so he's just trying to kite her away, but she is aware what he's doing. She's going for not it.
Yeah, trying to get the hit there on the Claude, narrowly missing though, as I think what the plan here is just going to be trying to go for a hit on each survivor before they get to the other side of the map, and Claudette getting caught out here. I think the Nurse will continue their pursuit, and Claudette trying to double back, trying to get a double back, but not able to make it happen.
Almost. It might have been too much of a short run at the second time, but it worked the first time. We'll give her that.
Yeah, it did, but Nurse catching up onto that thought, and that will be the second hook for Claude here. Eruption did go off earlier, but no real sign of these survivors. However, Nia getting found out out of nowhere.
I would have screamed if I was in her place. I'm like, holy crap. Ooh. Wow.
And a cheeky little Poco sit right there to end the chase with the Nia.
Oh no, not the bugged spectator nurse. Oh, that might went away.
You know, it's just setting the mood is all.
True. It's always with the nurse. I don't know if it's just coincidence, but for us, whenever I'm casting and it's a nurse, it's always bugged.
Yeah, the spectator audio bug has been around for quite a while now. I imagine it's not high on the priority list of behavior as it doesn't affect the majority of their matches and pubs. But here at COTF, you know, we see it quite often, much like how the nurse here seeing the blood on the ground, Adam getting caught out there in the corner, nurse trying to get this down, and Adam will end up being downed.
You know what? I think Adam moved a slight bit. I noticed him moving a little bit. If he hadn't moved, I personally, I wouldn't have seen them. He planted there pretty well in that little corner area. But he moved just a tad bit. I saw his medkit as well. And that's what gave it away, I believe. Mostly.
Yeah.
Unless his nurse has supervision cat eyes.
You know, those little details, they can go a long way for a Dead by Daylight killer. As small of a thing as, you know, grass moving to a spirit can mean that there's a survivor nearby. And speaking of survivors nearby, that there is the Claw trying to go for the unhook, it looks like, but getting caught off by the nurse here.
Maybe a Nia sneaking by, unless the Nia's working on the gen.
I mean, there ain't many gens to work with here. All four located on this side of the map, so, you know, they are definitely going to have to be playing with fire in order to try and get anyone to escape. Though, I will say, if they're able to get this 4th gen completed, that's going to set them up for a very strong survivor match in comparison.
Yep. Yeah, I saw somebody run. Oh, there she is. Switcheroo.
Yeah, not able to get the full-on trade there. Adam taking the body block as well, extending this chase by just a bit, but looks like Adam will end up going down just as quick.
That was a good prediction from the nurse. Like, you would think, like, for example, I think I would have done the same thing. I would have actually gone back thinking she would have gone to the corner, but she predicted that, so well done from her even.
Yeah, really good job, though, looking around trying to see if they're going to go for this bout save, but it does not look like the Adam's even set in the right place. Nurse going for the pick, and I do believe that will be Adam going back to the campfire.
Back to the warm campfire. Oh, this gen is progressed.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good, even though there is both Eruption and Overcharge on that gen right now. Very possible that the survivors are going to be able to get in there and complete that gen. Like I said, four gens completed is definitely a good spot to be in. As we do see Overcharge going off as Nia runs away.
Yeah, these two are either they're trying to focus on. I would just go to another gen. They're trying to preserve that progression, I guess, while they're there. Oh, I said it with.
Yeah, it's quite difficult indeed with this perk combo here. Just going to be regressing gens bit by bit. And if you don't hit that skill check from Overcharge, you're going to be regressing the gen even more. Though Nurse not afraid of the gens anymore, going to be committing to the chase on the Nia, though narrowly missing that hit.
Yeah, we're going to a little bit of a. Oh, never mind. I don't know why I thought they were across. Oh, and they kind of went across the map. Yeah, I was just saying they're kiting away, but yeah, we're just trying to tap this gen, preserve it. But I'm assuming Claudette should have gone to another one, maybe. It says the nurse seems to know that for now that gen is the most work done. That's to her knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, Nurse has not taken a look at those corner gens in quite some time, so it might be high time for her to do that. And she sees that gen over there and is going to do exactly that, being a bit afraid of what is yet to come. Claudette here going to be running back to the other side of the map as Nia, already healed, mind you, will probably jumping back on that gen on the left-hand side.
Yep. The communication between these two must be just hectic. Like, go now, I'm here over there. I have been in this spot before. Oh.
Yeah, however, Claudette going down, Eruption popping off those two gens, and looks like we're going to go for a slug play to try and ensure that these survivors are unable to get this 4th generator completed, as they'll be slowly making their way over to this corner gen, which Unfortunately, it does have some progress, just not enough for it to be all too threatening to the nurse.
Yeah, no intimidation at the moment. Yeah, the eruption. Oh man, eruption. The thing about eruption is that it blocks so many things. You can't heal. You can't do anything at all. For what? It feels like it's a minute, but I know it's like what 20 seconds.
25 seconds to
Or
be exact on the
25.
incapacitation status effect, which I mean, it's a long time in the realm of DBD for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Every second counts. Like actually, every second counts in this game. Oh,
Indeed,
Nia.
however, Nia going here, trying to get set up for the hatch. Nurse fatiguing out, not going for the hit though, and it's anyone's game.
Oh no,
Nurse
she went too
will
far.
get the close.
Oh, that's unfortunate. She was a little too far from the hatch location.
Yeah, it was just right on the other side of the nurse. And that there will be a 4K at 3 gens completed in favor of Erasyum. And Nia going down into the basement to close out the match.
She's like, I'll get there for you.
Exactly. But with that being said, we are going to be switching sides here in just one moment. This time we'll be seeing Survivor Bot's Killer against Erasyum's Survivor team. And with that being said, we will be taking a quick intermission. But before we do want to remind everyone here that you here today are our sponsors. All the ads that you watch, all the bits that you tip, all the subs that you buy, as well as all the Rogue Energy that you buy now with our referral code COTF. Does go supporting Champs of the Fog and our $500 prize pool for Group A and $250 prize pool for Group B. With that being said, we'll be back in just a bit. All right, and we are back. This time with Survive with Bots Killer against the Erasyum Survivor team. And they have quite the uphill battle as they are going to need to get a 4K before 4 gens are completed. It's not impossible with the S-tier killers, but definitely will be an uphill battle. What are your thoughts here, Avi?
Oh man, oh my god. I'm sorry, I got distracted by those nails in the hand. I was so taken aback by that. Can you repeat your question? I'm so sorry.
You know, what are your thoughts here on this match where the survivors need to get a total of, I think it is 4 gens to get the win?
4 gens. I mean, it's doable. However, this nurse has found somebody already. So we'll find out exactly if we can get this Lori down in the next 15 seconds, potentially. But she looks like she's up in the shot. So
yeah.
I think it's doable with a lot of communication. Oh,
ooh.
Okay. But we'll see. We'll see. You know what? This nurse has found somebody really quickly, but this Lori at the same time is doing pretty well, holding her for a bit here.
Yeah, Lori doing a fantastic job. Nurse just not able to get them down all too quickly, it would seem. Even with a bit of a pallet fake there, but we will see Lori end up going down. And these survivors are going to know something a bit strange. This nurse runs a bit quickly with a survivor on their shoulder.
Aha! She's got her sneakers on, that's why.
Yeah, just a tiny bit of agitation.
Oh no.
Yeah, misfiring there on that blink, unable to really get all too far, and we will see them dry kick this gen here. Note that is not highlighted yellow, so no eruption, no call of brine here, potentially still an overcharge.
Oh, found the Lori again.
Yeah, looks like they are going to go for a ton as we do hear the first gen popping off. Just 3 more to go before these survivors do claim victory on the side of Erasyum. And we will see Lori get picked up. Question is, does the Lori have the DS? And it does not appear to be the case.
Lori with no DS, what is this world actually?
It
like
would,
before.
It would be a little bit on the nose, to be fair. We do have received a Scourge Hook, Pain, Resonance, and a Vault down from this arena. Getting caught out, though. Amazing prediction there by the nurse.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she started out strong. She's continuing the strength, though. maybe a little bit. You know what? Man, I have seen one of the best turnarounds a lot of the time, so we never know. But so far, this nurse is pressuring pretty well so far.
Yeah, so far so good. No Scourge Hook this time around, and we do see them trying to go over towards this gen, trying to identify where this survivor might be, but no sign of them.
Oh, what is this I'm getting stuck on?
Yeah, trying to figure out, is it a survivor or is it bamboo? It looks like it was indeed bamboo, as they do end up on a blink onto Claudia, just unable to have the blink strike connect them.
We're trying to predict this routing here. Oh, back to nobody around, or they're sneaking in there.
Yeah, nurse trying to figure out where they are. Getting a bit caught on that bamboo again. You know, nurse can do many things, but she cannot walk through the bamboo. Blink, maybe. Walk, no.
Oh, no. You must blink. You cannot walk.
Exactly. We do, however, see another unhook here for the survivors. 3 hooks in. Lori on death hook, Zarina on first. Once again, the nurse is going to need to get a 4K before 4 gens are completed. Definitely not an impossible task, though. Looks like the survivors are going to be doing a very good job to try and make it happen, as Lori ends up going down, and that there will be the first kill of this match.
Oh Lord, yeah. It would have been a nice little balance to have at least 1 or 2 even gens pop in the meantime, but unfortunately, none of that has happened yet. However, a lot of progression though, so there's something.
Yeah, exactly. These teams doing some pretty good job. Once again, noting that there is no real gen regression perks outside of Scourge Hook, Pain Resonance. In fact, these survivors should know all 4 perks of Scourge Hook, Pain Resonance, Scourge Hook, Gift of Pain, Agitation, and Corrupt Intervention.
Yeah, those that corrupt did a little bit of help at the beginning, a little bit, because yeah, that little chase took a bit longer than probably what the nurse expected. But like you said, we do have a massive pin res. That most likely, like, because it only does one per gen at the moment. Because before it used to do multiple, didn't it? Or was it always one?
Say again?
I'm sorry, I was saying like pain res. Before, did it used to affect multiple gens? Has it always been 1 gen at a time?
Nope, always 1 gen at a time. The most progressed gen regressed by 15%.
Yes. Oh, we got 2 gens in.
We will, yeah, it's 2 gens in, so at this point in time, that is a tie match here for survivors and killers like Claudette, though, going down. And we could see this end in a draw for both teams.
I did so. Yeah, I don't know where now we see that gen pop that we needed for this what do we call it, for this requirement. I know you have another word for it. There you go. So far 1 more gen and they're good to go. So it's very much doable at this point.
Yeah, however, we do see that pickup there on the survivor, and the Claudette getting found almost immediately going back down again. They had recovered quite a bit, but now are starting to lose traction as Claudette will end up on the hook here and will be a Scourge Hook. It does appear to be the case.
Fresh hook. Who has not been found? I don't think I've seen Ace at all. Or even Zarina. Actually, no, I think it's not Zarina with the flashlight. Could be wrong, though. I for sure have not seen the Ace.
Yeah, Ace definitely being a bit stealthy.
Yeah, I think Maze might be the gen jockey at the moment, if anything, then, if he has not been found. Possibly. Oh, also Deliverance?
Yeah, either Deliverance or potential renewal. However, we'll find out here momentarily as Nurse trying to scope out these gens. Once again, seeing Scratchworks and Blood, they have found the Claudette.
To the corner. The corner with the bamboo.
Honestly, this might be the play, as Claudette will be able to waste a little bit of time here on the edge of the map, as they will flashlight blind and burn the nurse from blinking. But
good try.
It might give the Ace and Serena enough time, though, to get that last gen completed.
I think that they should be able to get this, unless, yeah, there you go. Unless Pain Rest takes that away from them. That hope. You know what? Pain Rest could just be actually called Devour Hope. At this point.
that is fair. That is fair, especially as we saw that 50% regression from Pain Res and then a missed skill check on top, which so 25% off of that gen. And they're trying to identify where these survivors might have gone. So far, not seeing them, but finding scratch marks, going for the unhook.
Yep, trying to get there. Oh, was that Ace? I think that was an Ace.
That was indeed the Ace, potentially allowing Serena to continue working on the gen, as Ace looks like they might be going for a 1-4 trade here.
A nice little hook, safe hook. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, this is expected. They have to go for more pressure here.
Yeah, going for the Claudette does eat through that BT, though. And looks like Claudette will be caught out in the middle of nowhere here, trying to fake out the nurse. Gets the pallet stun.
Beautifully done. Good timing.
Unfortunately, stun not meaning much, as the nurse will once again get the down on the Claude. And still, that 4th gen has not been completed just yet, as Claude is sent back to the campfire.
Oh man, yeah, I cannot only imagine. There must be a gen somewhere. There has to be one. Very progressed, but that Pain Res has done magic for this nurse. There it is. This is a gen. A magical gen. If not another one.
Yeah, some pretty good progression here. The question is, can the survivor avoid being caught out by the nurse? And will the Ace either come back to this gen and try and crank it out, or will they start working on another gen as well?
Yeah, because the gen spread's pretty dang good. I mean, even for a nurse, this is actually pretty widespread. So, only one gen to do. Very doable. They could be on that corner one. That's the farthest one at the moment from each other from the other side. So, yeah, some jump progression here.
Yeah, it sounds like these survivors trying to split the gen pressure. Really smart play in all honesty. As, like I said, they only need one gen. Escapes not necessary here, but missing another skill check, it looks like. These survivors, they need some skill check practice, it would seem. As that is the second skill check missed on that gen for another 10%, 9 seconds off that gen.
It must be that pressure. They feel that pressure. You know what? Oh, they're hiding behind that rock. Oh no, I saw that green jacket. Yeah, color.
Yeah, Zarina taking the hit, and now it comes down to the ace. Can they complete their gen before the Zarina goes down?
Oh.
And it's not looking like it.
Dang, it looked like it was it looked doable. Excuse me. It looked doable at some point, but now it's just actually just back and forth. Might be a hatch game. Who knows? I can't remember if this is the first hook or second hook. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, another gen regressing by 15%. Scourgehook Pain Resonance doing a whole lot of work this match, and the Entity really amping up this last potential chase here.
That's actually very intense for this last. I love this bug. It's so silly.
Yeah, and looks like the nurse might be going back to the hatch to close it. The question is, will Zarina try and suicide out, or will they have enough time on the hook for the ace to complete this generator before the nurse is able to close the hatch? Because if the nurse closed the hatch now, it is set in stone a tied match. However, if they're able to sit on that hook for long enough, the ace might be able to complete the gen before that.
Yeah, I believe so. If he's on I mean, yeah, he has to be on another gem because she's patrolling both things at the moment. So she has 3 things to patrol: the hatch, the gen, and the hook. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and as far as exit gates, we aren't really sure where those might be as well. We saw one there by the hook, though not sure where the second one is.
I have not seen any as well. May the doors be separate. If not, let's see where they are. Oh, okay. They're on this one side of the map.
Yeah, honestly, not a bad setup for the doors here. It gives the ace a whole lot of time to do this exit gate. And we do see it flashing out there in the distance. Looks like ace might be able to get a 2-hook escape here as they're trying to go in, and that there will be the one man out with the firecracker to celebrate.
A celebration, hell yeah. All right.
And so I believe that's 2 points for the ace, basically equating to that 4th generator completed. And so I do believe that that will be a victory for... I want to say that is a victory for Erasyum with that one-man escape there. Just barely clinching it. We'll be getting everything tallied up here in just one moment. And we'll see the results here. 27 to 30 so far. Survivor Bot's missing out on that last kill. So yeah, I'm going to say Erasyum ending up with the victory in hand. So GG, well played to both teams. And congrats to Erasyum for the round 3 win.
All right, yeah, good. I had not seen a nurse play in a while in this nice little world here, so that was nice. That was nice to watch.
Well, I'm glad that you did enjoy it. Yeah, final score ended up being 27 to 32 in Erasyum's favor. But that being said, that was the end of qualifier number 4 for season 5 of Champions of the Fog. And Avi, thank you much for joining me today. Before we do go, do you have any parting words for our viewers?
Yes, well, stay comfy, I guess. That's the most thing I can tell you, because you know what? Even though we have a nice little day of DBD, the stinky games should not define our day either. So stay comfy and have a good Sunday.
Fair enough, fair enough. Well, with that being said, as always, I am your commissioner and one of your hosts, Giltspire. I will be live this Monday for some more Dead by Daylight. And before we do go, we are going to go raid another Dead by Daylight content creator. Definitely make sure to stick on by for that. But with that being said, we'll see y'all again next Saturday at 12 p.m. CST for some more qualifiers. Qualifier number 5, and next Sunday, our last qualifier, qualifier number 6. So make sure to be here for that, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay.